Hey, well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. And God bless for tuning in. God bless for tuning in. Those who've been tuning in for the first time, I thank you so much for tuning in. And those who've been consistently supporting me, I thank you as well for supporting me so much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Well, today I want to talk about sometimes in life, you never know where the road may come, where you never know where the road may take you. Because disappointments come in your life. Disappointments, and at times you don't understand this. You're serving God. You're serving a man or a woman serving God, and tragedy comes. Tragedy comes your way, and maybe tragedies in a way where your body took an ailment. For example, like diabetes, or you may be facing some bad news of cancer, and you may be feeling there's all type of ailments out there, and you may be feeling in your body. And as you get older, and as we age and get older, the things we did in the past, how we treated our body, it now caught up to us, and now we're facing those situations in our lives. But I'm here to tell you that God is able, and God is going to heal you. And whatever trials and tribulations and turmoils in life you're facing today, God hears you. God hears your cries. He hears your pains in your body. And there's some people in the emergency room tonight. There's some people in the hospital beds tonight. Some people in a nursing home tonight. And they're just questioning God on certain journeys that they're facing in their life. Because as a person in your past, you would never think that these trials will come in your life. You would never think that these situations that you face today may come in your life. And you're asking God, like, Lord, lead me in the right direction. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But God is speaking to you tonight and saying that I'm not done with you yet. And God is saying, be patient. I'm not done with you yet, young woman. I'm not done with you yet, young man. Or I'm not done with you yet, man. Or I'm not done with you, woman. I'm not done with you. I still have, although you're facing these challenges in your life, I still have work for you to get done. I still have work for you to get through. Or you may be facing a divorce. Or maybe facing a divorce. And you're saying to yourself, like, well, Lord, here we are right now, facing a marriage that's about to go into divorce. But you never know why. But sometimes it's a reason why God is calling you away from that. It's a reason why these things happen. And there's a reason why God is reaching to you and speaking to you about why these things are happening. And it could be because he's trying to get your attention and say, worship me. And there's people that they face a divorce, and for some apparent reason, the person that they put in the pedestal that they were married to, God had to remove them in a way where now that person wants to no longer be with you. But there's a reason why God is moving that out of your life, because remember, God has bigger plans for you. God has purpose in your life, and He has bigger plans for you. He has bigger plans for you. It's not all the way when you take these road of disappointment. It's not always gloom when you take this disappointment. Maybe He's called you to be in a space, a space that you're experiencing peace once and for all in your life. You're experiencing peace, the inner peace that you never had before. And God, when God separates you, once you're facing trials and tribulations in your life, you're facing ailments in your body, and then you're laid up in that hospital, or you're laid up in that nursing home, or you're laid up in the emergency room. God is saying, no, I'm not done with you yet. And He's speaking to you and telling you that this is just a turbulence you're going through in your life right now. But, sir or ma'am, don't think it's all over. It's not all over. And you could be facing this ailment in your life right now, and this pain in your life. But God is calling you to separate you. Sometimes He separates you from among the crowd and among the noise, just to get your attention and to get you and to allow you to experience self-growth. And what I mean by self-growth is the reflection of what you've been through, your experiences in life, what you've been through. So now you learn and you're able to grow. And once you're able to grow, now you're able to face disappointments in your life or disappointments that come your way. You're able to cope better. You're able to cope better with people and their nonsense, and people that they just come with just drama in your life, and they come with saying all sorts of things to get you upset. And sometimes most of the time God separates you from those people. Why? Because you never know why. Some of us are serving God and we never know why that we're facing situations in our lives. We don't know why. But I'm here to tell you, my friend, that God is able and He's just. And don't count your losses. Don't count it all like you lost. Don't feel that you lost. Because when He delivers you from that emergency, and He delivers you from that place where you're staying right now, God has plans for your life. Don't count it all loss. Don't say, Lord, I give up and I count my losses. Don't say that. Because you may not be able to do things physically so much anymore, but you're able to touch other people by testimony. You're able to touch other people by how you live and how you set the example for them. You're able to touch other people by maybe sharing content. You never know. Maybe God has opened up new avenues for you and say, when you think that you're supposed to go in this direction, God can lead you in another direction. And when He leads you in another direction, sometimes you question it, but there's a method to God's plans in our lives. Some of us may not understand it. A lot of us may not understand it. But as time goes on, and He delivers you out of that hospital bed, He delivers you. He delivers you out of that gloom in your life. Maybe you're facing a divorce and you know how to cope. And Maybe God is speaking to you and say, you know what? The focus on the marriage was wrong. And God is saying, I was not the center of your life. I was not the center of that marriage. The partner that you was with was totally going in the direction of the world. She was chasing the Babylonian system of Babylon, system of Sodom and Gomorrah. And God is saying, I'm pulling you away from that person because I have a plan. And when you draw close to the Lord, in that quiet moment, in that space that you're in when you're alone, in your quiet time, whether you're in that hospital bed or whether you're in that nursing home or whether you're in that home, the place where you live, and you're having that quiet moment, maybe you took some time off for work and you can't work because you're on disability. And that moment, that time, God is saying, my friend, I'm putting the creativity in your hands so you can use it to touch one life. And sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we question God. Yes, that why am I in this situation? Why am I'm in that situation? Why? God has a way of showing us his ultimate plan. We were all put here for a purpose and reason. So I advise you, and my message today is to draw close to the Lord. Draw close. Hear his voice in your quiet moments. When you're quiet and nobody's around and nobody's calling you, and at that moment, at that time, just breathe a word of prayer and ask God, where do I go from here? Well, the live word of the day is coming out of Psalms 30 verses 5. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Joy. You may be not in that space, but that inner peace that you have, that God gives you, is no greater joy than that. You may be facing some gloom in your life right now as we speak. But that inner joy that inner peace that God blesses you with, nothing can take that away. Nothing will interrupt that peace that God gives you. Well, this is Zaccheus coming to you with another live word of the day. And if you like this content, what I shared with you today, smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel, Zaccheus Gospel. And thanks for tuning in. And I thank you. I just felt that somebody needs to hear this. God bless and be safe. And if you like this content, share it with somebody that needs to hear it. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live one. God bless. Peace and guidance. Peace.